Time for the Legal Answer, our segment brought to you twice a month by the Sinas Dramis Law Firm and personal injury attorneys Steve Sinas and Katie Tucker. Questions that are coming from you, the Lansing community, and then Steve and Katie provide the legal answers. And joining us this week is Steve Sinas. How's it going?
Very well. Thanks for having me again.
Yes, we're excited to have you on because we always know that you're really going to break down a certain topic, so that especially that applies to us when it comes to legalities. And this week's question is all about bicycle law, which is very fitting because May is Bike Month, and also too as the weather kind of continues to finally get warmer and warmer, we're going to see more and more cyclists out and about. So what are the basics that we need to know about the laws that apply to cycling on Michigan roads?
Yeah, well, I love biking. My kids love biking. Biking's fun, but I'm here to make sure that people know what their responsibilities and their rights are as cyclists. So the basic concept is if you're on the road as a bicyclist, you have to look at it like you have the same responsibilities as drivers. You need to ride with the flow of traffic. You need to make sure that if you're riding with somebody, there's only two of you next to each other. If it's three, that's illegal. You need to also make sure that when you're riding along the side of the road, you are furthest to the right if possible. And so there are various things that cyclists have to keep in mind where it's not just like they can just go out there and do what they want. They have responsibilities. If something bad happens, they can be blamed if they're not following the law. So people need to be mindful of what their rights and responsibilities are as cyclists.
Absolutely. Now let's talk a little bit from the driver's perspective. What can we do to protect cyclists and, of course, prevent those car-bicycle crashes?
When you're on the road, just know that a bicyclist obviously could be in front of you, but could also be coming behind you, could be coming from the other direction. And so you have to have an awareness for cyclists. And when you're turning right, you need to make sure you're looking and essentially yielding to the cyclist who may be coming up that bike lane. Right turns are actually one of the most dangerous types of turns because bicyclists and pedestrians keep going, and the driver, if not paying attention, can easily hit them. As drivers, we need to obviously pay attention. We need to make sure we give cyclists room. If we're going to pass them, we give them at least 3 feet. That's actually a law. And simple things like when you get out of your car, if you're getting out and your door is swinging into traffic, look, because you might not think it happens that much, but it does. Bicyclists come by and get hit by doors. Wow. So before you get out of the car, make sure you look so you're not hitting a cyclist.
Absolutely. Just be aware of what's around you and your surroundings, whether you're a cyclist and or driver as well. Now, when it comes to cycling, we also have to talk about the importance of wearing a bike helmet. So from your perspective, how important really is it to wear a helmet?
It's so important that it seems to me to be a crazy decision to not have a helmet on your head if you're on a bike. Our bodies are pretty durable. If we get hit in the head by like a cabinet door or a ball, it might hurt, and we can feel that pain and see what it would be like to have real trauma. But concrete on a skull, concrete always wins. And the brain can be so severely damaged that lives are forever changed. And we see that all the time in our cases. 85% of brain injuries can be prevented by a bike helmet. Wow. So I can't understand why any family wouldn't make it a mandatory rule.
Wear a bike helmet. If we're going to learn anything, wear a bike helmet. And what's really nice is that you're ensuring children in the Lansing community have bike helmets, that the Sinas Dramis Law Firm is actually be hosting a fun, free event coming up this Saturday on May 17th. So talk us through a little bit about what we can expect.
Yeah, it's 23 years now. We've been giving away bike helmets. We've given away thousands. I think it's in the 15,000 range. We also have some other events across the state at Grand Rapids, and we've done other places in various years. But in Lansing, which is our home, we've been doing it for 23 years. Kids can come, get fitted properly for a bike helmet. They have to make sure they get the right size and that the straps and everything is tightened the right way. So we teach kids how to do that. We even give away bikes throughout the event. It's from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And so we have kids register and their name goes into this raffle, and we give away a bunch of bikes.
So thank you so much. And remember, if you have any questions, legal questions, and want to get them answered by Sinas Dramis, all you have to do is just go online. All that information is right on the screen. But thank you so much.
Thank you.